Hello and welcome to GC360, your source for the latest news and stories from the heart of our community and beyond. I'm Jackson Schwartz and we have a packed show for you today.
And I'm Hubbard. Whether you're a student, faculty member, or just someone interested in what's happening in our community, GC360 is here to keep you informed and engaged. Coming up, Georgia College welcomes the second largest and most academically prepared class in history.
Could an active social media help departments connect with the student body?
And we'll take a look at a couple of internships students worked on during the summer. Who's excited?
This is GC360 News, where news comes full circle.
Welcome back. The Democratic National Convention ceremony roll called features songs and DJs to represent each state. The Atlanta rapper Lil Jon surprised the crowd, representing the state of Georgia with the song Turn Down for What? Reporter Teresa Owens has more on the story.
The 2024 Democratic National Convention was held from August 19th to August 22nd. This was a four-day event in which the Democratic Party rallied around their presidential and vice presidential nominees, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. Day 2 of this event was the party's roll call. During the roll call, each state chooses a song to play as they announce their support for the presidential candidates. Georgia, for example, had Lil Jon performing his song, Turn Down for What? What criteria do states look at when choosing songs for this type of event? Dr. Gorzalani Mostak shares her thoughts.
So I think, in some instances, the artist had a connection with the state, right, in some kind of way. In others, like for Arkansas, they played the song Don't Stop, it's a Fleetwood Mac song that was Bill Clinton's campaign song in 1992. So in several instances, you saw songs selected that a previous Democratic candidate had used on the trail. So for Connecticut, it was Stevie Wonder's Signed, Sealed, Delivered, which Barack Obama used in 2008, for example. So it wasn't just about sort of the story of each state, but I think it was also a broader story they were trying to tell about the Democratic Party as well.
As we progress further into the 2024 election season, there are certain things that we should keep in mind, Dr. Gorzalani Mostak says.
The project that I've been running here at Georgia College since 2015 is Tracks on the Trail. And the goal of our website and research project is to promote a more critical evaluation of how sound and music shape our perceptions of presidential candidates. So, as we go into election season, as we watch the candidates on the screen and we, see the words that they're saying, I think it's also important to think about the sounds they're using and the impacts those sounds do have on our perceptions as voters.
As the 2024 presidential election season progresses into the debate stages, GC360 will continue to keep you informed about the latest. Reporting for GC360, I'm Teresa Owen.
A liberal arts college with smaller class sizes can be the reason high school seniors choose an institution over another. And with GCSU's class of 2028 being the second largest in history, it raises the question, do students see this as a positive improvement? Reporter Ryan Collins has the story.
Georgia College is making headlines once again. This year, the school was on the brink of breaking a new record for student enrollment. With the news of increased student numbers, we took a closer look at the details, especially the number of new freshmen. Could it be that we've set a new record for the first-year students?
First year I started was a record year for admissions. I know that we had the largest incoming freshman class that year. And I believe this year's freshman class is really big. It just means that most of my residents are freshmen, which most people who live in the dorms are already freshmen, so it just means there's a lot of people living there.
According to University Communications, Georgia College received more than 8,000 applications for the 2024-2025 school year. Despite admitting 11% fewer students, Georgia College anticipated 1,800 freshmen. Joel Robinson, Senior Associate Vice President for Enrollment Management, said that 560 fewer students were admitting for fall 2023.
You know, obviously with class sizes changing, it does make registration like a little bit harder. But on the positive side, there's more people to become friends with. So that's always nice. It's always good.
With the new academic year in progress, Georgia College has an optimistic future ahead. Reporting for GC360, I'm Ryan Collins, signing off.
Social media can be a gateway for Georgia College staff to connect with students on campus. Reporter Andrew Brown went looking for the department that's winning the Bobcats' attention. Let's take a look.
Every August, thousands of Georgia College students make their way back to campus. With the students' need to navigate through new environments and classes, Georgia College's Public Safety Department is here to help. Public Safety's mission is to keep students secure and offer a variety of services to help make the campus a safer place. Within the past year, officers have made themselves known on campus, and the department continues to make appearances through social media.
They're so funny. I think I found the post, I think I found their account. Either Georgia College like reposted one of their posts on the story, or like one of my friends did. And so I followed it because I saw that they were posting like funny stuff, and since then like I've seen more and more of my friends like reposting the stuff that they've been posting. So I think it definitely makes students like more comfortable interacting with them to have that presence. Yeah.
Anderson also believes that the recent work of the officers has helped her feel safer, especially later in the day.
I think it's great. It definitely makes me feel a little bit safer, especially if I have to be here at night, especially with like the blue light system. Knowing that they're actually close by and not like miles away is helpful. And it's also really nice to be close because like as an education major we have to do background checks, and it's right next to the education building, so that also makes it super easy.
As chief of the school's Department of Public Safety, Chief Wes Harden shared his insights to how the officers make themselves known on campus.
What we're called anyway, because so much of what we do has absolutely nothing to do with law enforcement or policing, but it has to do with providing and creating a safe and secure learning environment for the kids, and I call them kids because I'm 53 years old, but also for the faculty and staff, so they can just concentrate on what they're here for. They're here to get an education, they're here to grow and develop, they're here to learn, and that's just one less thing for them to worry about. They just need to concentrate.
Chief Harden also discussed the blue lights around campus, self-defense classes offered for students, the Rave Guardian app, as well as their social media efforts coming into the new year. For more information on the Georgia College Department of Public Safety, go to www.gcsu.edu/publicsafety or visit the Hall House at 301 West Montgomery Street. Reporting for GC360, I'm Andrew Brown.
Internships are a requirement for many students at GCSU. For some, this can become a valuable experience and even job offer after graduation. Reporter Irma Ali highlights the experiences of a couple of very impressive students. Here's a closer look.
Many students took on internships this past summer. Sydney Irons, a junior majoring in environmental science, speaks about her experience working with Red Top Mountain State Park.
So I'd schedule public events for kids, adults, whatever. My favorite programs to host were usually hikes, especially night hikes. I did a lot of arts and crafts. I did reptile shows. I did bug education and reptile education, safety programs.
Sydney took me to a trail to show me a few things she learned and what she does in her spare time in nature. She showed me how to correctly hold a scorpion, what insects are invasive, and how important spiders are to the environment.
But it was a lot of fun, so I got to work with people every single day. Whenever someone had a question about what they were seeing, they had a picture of a snake, they're like, what is this? I'd be the person that they'd tell.
Sydney seems to have taken full advantage of her internship opportunity to use her knowledge in everyday life. Caroline Bagwell, a senior mass communication major, also snagged a great summer internship opportunity. She worked under Warner Brothers Discovery with Bleacher Report's Betting, doing social programming.
My boss told me, he was like, we really want you to, work closely with TikTok. So I immediately started coming up with ideas and trends that we could do to bring to the brand. And I learned how to transform a TikTok trend that I would see into a sports betting narrative. So getting this experience in the sports world has solidified yes, I want to do sports social media. So now that I'm a senior, I keep going through this year, just knowing okay, I've learned from this internship.
Caroline believes her decision to complete the internship before graduation has improved her confidence for her future career. No matter where or when you take them, the possibilities for internships are endless. Reporting for GC360, I'm Irma Ali.
Coming up on GC360, we shine a spotlight on students who ventured around over the summer.
There's a restaurant that's taking care of Milledgeville's health.
And we take a look at this week's weather forecast. All of this and more on GC360 News, where news comes full circle.
Welcome, listeners. How are y'all doing? Coming soon, right from the classrooms of Midway Hills and Lakeview Academies, the Writing for Success podcast, a reimagining of the 1998 anthology, Everybody Has a Story to Tell, Stories of Flannery O'Connor's Milledgeville. Baldwin County students will share their stories as part of this 100% federally funded grant of $385,000 to improve literacy in Baldwin County Elementary School. That sounds pretty good, y'all. Come check it out. Can't wait to see y'all there, or hear y'all there, or just hang out there. See you there.
It's showtime.
All right, y'all, we're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome back to GC360 News, where news comes full circle. We're ready to tackle the new semester with a new crew, new stories, and new segments. For the stories that matter to you, be sure to tune in to Channel 4 News at 4 p.m. every Thursday, right here on MMBC TV Channel 4. Or you can catch us on our YouTube channel at GC360 News.
Welcome back. GC students can study in over 30 countries all over the world for academic credit, and nearly 250 students travel abroad each year. Let's dive into some of the stories from the students that found passion in distant lands. For that, here's Madeline Agostini reporting.
Thanks, guys. Bobcats. Did you know that our very own students and professors got the chance to travel the globe this summer, all while expanding their degrees and getting to learn more about new cultures? I spoke with junior Olivia Peters, who has a major in mass communications and a minor in Spanish, about her study abroad trip to Santiago, Chile this summer.
Living with the host family, I only had to talk to my mother in Spanish, my host mother in Spanish. So I had to learn how to communicate in Spanish, and I learned all about just living in a Spanish home.
Olivia traveled with Professor Nicholas Brantley for a GC-led program collaborating with local Chilean schools.
Our GC-led program partnered with La Universidad de los Andes, and I got to complete an internship with the communications department there, so I got some experience in the professional world of Chile while also expanding both my degrees.
I also spoke with junior marketing major Sarah Kreider, who studied abroad in London, England this summer.
I studied abroad in London this summer for 8 weeks at the University of Westminster. My favorite part was probably having a teacher from each background. I had an American teacher, a British teacher, and a Russian teacher.
Sarah studied with third-party program ISA that has thousands of different programs for all majors on all 7 continents.
My favorite part about the entire experience is probably how accessible travel is there. I was able to go to a different country each weekend. I would 10,000% recommend doing it. I'm thinking about going back for an internship.
I was also able to speak with our own study abroad advisor, Ariana Yeomans, about what it looks like to study abroad while attending Georgia College.
So if students want to study abroad, it's really great that they are at GCSU because our study abroad programs allow students to remain enrolled at GCSU, whether they're going on a faculty-led program or whether they're going on a program with one of our third-party providers.
There are also multiple scholarship opportunities for students wanting to study abroad at GCSU. You can make an appointment with Ariana using the QR code on the screen and find more information at the Bone House, located directly across from the Governor's Mansion. I'm Madeline Agostini, reporting for GC360.
According to the National Institutes of Health, eating red meat daily can triple heart disease chemicals in the body. And findings show that a plant-based diet can help avoid future health problems. Taste and See is a plant-based eatery in Milledgeville that strives to help the community with nutritional food. Reporter Drew Hill has more on the story.
Today I'm here at Taste and See, Milledgeville's new plant-based eatery, where their mission is simple, to serve healthy and whole foods to our community.
The owners of Taste and See have been in the vegan food industry for many years. They opened their first restaurant in 2004. The inspiration came from their struggles of eating healthy, and they wanted to help others struggling do the same. The restaurant offers a wide variety of vegan food, including fried chicken, wings, and mac and cheese. I asked co-owner Jared how he thinks Taste and See will impact the Milledgeville community.
Well, we have big plans. I don't want to say anything yet, but basically we want to really involve the community and really make a difference. I think we're already doing that, and they've been doing it, but I think we're continuing with that, and we're really excited about the future.
Jared expressed that they would love to get involved with the schools and potentially offer some classes. It is clear that Taste and See has many future plans for the community and a passion for showing people that healthy food can be delicious.
This is Drew Hill reporting to you for GC360. Back to you.
It's time now for a look at the weather. Here's anchor Hallie Bergstrom bringing sunshine to the studio. Hallie?
Thanks, Jackson. Good afternoon and welcome back, Bobcats. As we finish up with summer and head into the fall months, you may be wondering if it's finally time to pull out your comfy sweaters and jeans. Let's find out. Tomorrow, Friday, will have an 84% chance of rain, a high of 82, and a low of 70. I'll probably be using this time to get comfy at home and finish some homework before the weekend gets started. On Saturday, Friday's clouds will turn into storms with a high of 82 degrees. But don't worry, because it'll be the beginning of some nice low temperatures. This trend will jumpstart with a low of 69 in the morning and will stay until late evening. Moving on to Sunday, we'll see the same storms with a high of 81 and a low of 68. I can't wait to drink a warm latte and put on a Halloween movie to get into the fall spirit. Next week, we'll begin with some light showers throughout the day with a 24% chance of rain, a high of 80, and a low of 66. Now is the time to show off your cutest fall outfits. Tuesday will be your time to put your umbrella away because the rain ends for the rest of the week, and Milledgeville will get partly cloudy fall weather with a high of 85 and a cool low of 66. Finally, Wednesday will also welcome some cloudy weather with a high of 85 and low of 66. Will you be wearing your jeans and long sleeves? Although it's still a bit warm in the afternoons, I can't wait to get into the cooler season. That's it for me, Bobcats. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.
Coming up next on GC360, we have some new additions to this quarter's intramurals.
We dive into the world of sports with anchor Amelie Sengupta.
And we take a look at the latest entertainment news. All of this and more when GC360 returns.
So they say it's a man's world? see anybody's name on it. While they were out doing their thing, we slowly changed all that. We changed all that. Today, women can do anything men can do. And there's one thing we're even better at.
I grew up in the housing projects of Cleveland. I didn't even know that life could be any better than it was. Education for me has been a way to get away from the agony of what was normal life. I want to be able to impact the community, not just look back on where I came from, but to reach back to where I came from and pull some people up with me. My name is David, and I am your dividend.
I think someone at my friend's school has this thing called autism. My friend's brother's son has autism. My neighbor's son has autism. My son has autism.
Autism is getting closer to home. Today, 1 in 68 children is diagnosed with autism. That's about a 30% increase in 2 years. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Welcome back. Anchor Amelie Simgupta is here to take us to the world of sports. Amelie?
Thanks, Caroline. We're starting today with some unfortunate news. Tyreek Hill, Miami Dolphins wide receiver, was tackled and detained by police on his way to the first game of the season on Sunday. The star was stopped for speeding and reckless driving and left confused after an aggressive encounter with police officers. The officer involved was placed on leave through the investigation, to which Hill stated, "That should tell you everything you need to know." In better news, Georgia had a big win against Tennessee Tech with a score of 48-3 on Saturday, and now they're all set to take on Kentucky and Lexington this upcoming weekend. So don't look for me this weekend. I'm going to be with my friends watching the game. Moving on, the Atlanta Falcons dropped their game 18-10 to the Pittsburgh Steelers this weekend, which personally isn't too upsetting. And mark your calendars, women's volleyball team at Georgia College is keeping up the scoring tomorrow, playing against Lee and Albany State. Show them some love. And the basketball team has their home opener game on November 13th, so make sure to show up and support. Stay tuned for more updates, and Bobcat Nation, let's ride.
Georgia College's early fall intramural sports are officially back in action. This season, multiple popular spots have been added to the registrations lineup. EA Sports College Football 25 was also added to this semester's early fall lineup. The game is a part of the esports section of intramurals and can be played online from anywhere. Nolan Ball is the intramural sports coordinator, and he gave us insights on some of this quarter's new additions.
To explain that a little bit is hitting a plastic golf ball into a bucket, which sounds so simple, but we've played it, got some students to play it. It's a lot of fun. It's like a brand new sport. For us, we've never done it before, so we're excited about that. But we also have added sports that we've done in different phases to this phase that people enjoy. So like we're doing beach volleyball in this phase because it's so popular during the spring. We wanted to offer it more than once. So the new sport will be bucket golf, and then we're also adding beach volleyball to this phase for people to do it more than once throughout the year.
The early fall intramurals are 6 weeks long, where games are held each week at the Wellness and Recreation Center. Go Bobcats.
Now let's turn to entertainment. For that, here's Madeline Agostini. Madeline?
Thanks, Caroline. Princess Kate of Wales and the royal family released a video this Monday regarding the princess's health. Princess Kate announced that she has completed her 6th month of chemotherapy and is in good spirits. We will continue to keep the royal family in our thoughts, our prayers over this difficult time. In other sad news, infamous actor James Earl Jones passed away this week at 93 years old. Jones is most known for his roles as Darth Vader in the Star Wars films and Mufasa in The Lion King. Our hearts and prayers are with his family and his friends, and may he rest in peace. Now, in brighter news, the Emmy Awards happened this week, and Jamie Lee Curtis won her first ever Emmy Award for her guest star on The Bear, beating out Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig for their work in Saturday Night Live. Moving on, the social media app X, formerly known as Twitter, went offline in Brazil, creating an extravagant loss of over 20 million users. This measure was taken after Elon Musk refused to comply with local laws, making 500,000 people move to the rival platform Blue Sky, which is raising the question of whether this kind of measure could happen in other nations. That's all I have for you this week. Back to you, Caroline and Jackson.
Thanks, Madeline. The annual block party took place at the beginning of the semester, and the GC360 team was there to capture it. Our executive producer, Ava Cartez, and your favorite anchor, Jackson Schwartz, were there.
GC360, and we're out here at the block party interviewing students asking about their first week. Back at it again at the block party. We're back again at the block party. Back at it again at the block party. Hey. Jason, you want to be interviewed about your first week? Welcome back, Bobcats. My name is Jackson Schwartz. This is GC360.
Hi, I'm Addie. I'm a senior.
It's very nice to meet you. First week is done of your senior year. How does that feel?
It's crazy. It went by so fast.
So first week of sophomore year is done. What are your thoughts going into your year?
Oh, it's going to be great. I know it's like filled with good vibes and everything. I'm really excited for this year.
Cool, yeah. If you could talk to yourself a week from now, earlier, what advice would you give yourself?
Prepare for all the readings you're going to have.
Hello, everyone. We are back at the block party. My name is Jackson Schwartz.
My name is Kathy, and I work here.
Yes. Thank you very much. So, first week, are you excited to be back?
Oh, I'm very excited to be back. Of course, I haven't left, but I'm glad to have the students back. And glad that we ended up with a class that looks like it's going to be about 1,800 new students.
Wow.
Almost exactly what we had last year.
Yeah.
Equally diverse. Maybe the most academically well-prepared class we've ever had of first-year students. So this is a bunch of smart students.
What are you tabling for today?
So this is a campus activity sport. We do a bunch of activities on campus, on and off campus. We do movie nights, bingo. We sell tickets to the National Fair in Georgia. Yeah, we do midnight breakfast every semester, your finals week too.
Cool, yeah.
So all kinds of fun stuff, and you gotta check it out.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. I'm tired. Do we have to continue these interviews? Okay, so. How's your first week of school going?
It was pretty good. It was hot though. Yeah, it's like actually like walking to class all sweaty.
It has been a warm week. Well, have you done anything fun this week?
We did this. We were the first people to do the human claw machine. We saw them setting it up, and I asked them, I was like, what is this? And they said, it's a human claw machine. And I said, I'll be here a minute before it opens. And we were the first people over here to do it, and it was so much fun.
Kona Ice, what's the best flavor?
I'd say Tiger's Blood.
Tiger's Blood, absolutely. The original. What's the best flavor of Kona Ice?
Groovy grape. Cherry.
So what are y'all's thoughts on others saying Tiger's Blood?
Isn't that with coconut?
I thought it was orange.
I don't like coconut, so I'm pretty sure that's the one. I think it is.
Maybe it's like cherry and pina colada?
I don't know. They're not correct.
look at this, guys. It appears that I have found a GC360 anchor without a GC360 shirt.
Can I tell you something?
What can you tell me?
I don't have a GC360 shirt yet.
Oh man. Well, it is first week done. How do you feel?
A little stressful. You know, I only got a year left, but I'm excited. I got one more year to just pour it all out, give it all I got. So.
Absolutely. What's the most scariest class that you're taking right now?
Probably BCom at 8 a.m. with Margaret Getty. I'm scared of that woman.
This is Jackson Schwartz signing out with GC360.
Where news comes full circle. Well, that's all for GC360 this week. I'm Caroline Hubbard.
And I'm Jackson Schwartz. When we're not on the air, keep up with our social media at GC360 News on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We are GC360 News, where news comes full circle. See you next week.